पुणेकरों की ये खासियत है, इफ यू आर वाचिंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, कि हम किसी भी सवाल का सीधा जवाब नहीं देते. आम्हाला वाकड्यात शिरायची खूप सवय असते. And that is the definition of innovation. Nobody is going to listen to you in non-election time. If you want to make real change, politics is the way to go. You have to do that. Pune doesn't have an identity today. Quarterly हम लोग private sector में monthly quarterly meetings करते हैं. Does the Indian bureaucracy and the bureaucracy of Pune, whether it's the municipal corporation or the state officials, do they ever do that? Have they ever sat down and figured out कि ये पगार किसके लिए हम लेते हैं?
Lot of difference in being efficient and effective.
Absolutely. You have to come up with different. You have to be ready to do something. People need to be involved in politics.
अब होता क्या है कि 8-10 लाख लोग एक ही डायरेक्शन में रोज सुबह जा रहे हैं और रात को आ रहे हैं.
We are known today for traffic. You are going to build one more flyover. We saw Sinhgarh road का flyover का क्या हुआ. It's going to get choked the next week. If not next week, then next month.
अच्छा, घर वालों को बनता है ऐसा, शहर वालों को बनता है.
Correct. If you have to get very technical, it's Pune.
It's Pune. No, it's Pune. Hinjewadi. We should have had 3-4 Hinjewadi. My bad.
Hinjewadi. Now, what is this Bharat? What is Bharat?
Sangam, welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
मेरा रियल एस्टेट का काम है. आई एम अ प्रॉपर्टी कंसल्टेंट, बट आई थॉट कि अदर देन ओनली शोइंग प्रॉपर्टीज और प्रेजेंटिंग प्रॉपर्टीज ऑन माय चैनल, मुझे मेरे शहर को, पुणे को प्रेजेंट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. पुणे की अच्छाई के बारे में, पुणे की बुराई के बारे में, हर चीज़ के बारे में मैंने बात करनी चाहिए. कहीं ना कहीं ये हर किसी को, इवन प्रॉपर्टी बायर को हेल्प करता है.
Absolutely.
So I started the segment called Pune Voices. And you have been Pune's voice for 20 years now.
23.
23.
This is the 24th year.
24th year. So you have been called Pune's Sangram. But what does Pune mean to you?
So when I was young, and I'm sure everybody watching this show must remember the iconic moment when Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister, asked Captain Rakesh Sharma when he was in space, how does India look, right, from space? And he, of course, said, "Sare jahan se acha." Even as a child, I realized that. Oh, I mean, what a moment, right? But even as a child, I realized that how can my country
I remember the first time seeing that clip. I had goosebumps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very inspiring. But having said that, I always thought why should my country be sare jahan se acha? Why can't it be as good as other countries? Why can't it be better than other countries in some things and worse in other things? So why this need to be better than everybody else in the world? Even as a child, I had those questions, and I still believe that. Having said that, when it comes to पुण्याचा जो एक जाज्वल्य अभिमान पुणेकरांना, प्रत्येक पुणेकराला असतो, I have that too. I mean, a lot of it could be completely irrational and illogical. Why should Pune be, much better than every other city in the country or the world? But Pune has a very unique history. Perhaps no other city in the world was founded by a woman. So Rajamata Jizau, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's mother, is supposed to be the founder of this city, right? That is so unique. 400 years ago, there was a woman.
Not many people know this.
There you go.
We think our history is from Peshwas to British.
Right.
I used to also think this. From Peshwas to British to freedom, and freedom to here.
Right. So even in these later parts, or after Rajamata Jizau, there have been, this was the center of the Maratha Empire.
Yes.
So by default, it was the center of India. At one point, or the Indian subcontinent.
Yes.
During the freedom struggle, of course, we had the greatest stalwarts who were in Pune, whether it's Lokmanya Tilak, whether it's Gandhiji was here for such a long time at Aga Khan Palace, and he called Pune the Mohor, the beehive of activists. So we've had activists from then, since then.
उनका कोई एक ऑपरेशन या माइनर कुछ ससून हॉस्पिटल में भी हुआ था.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Yes. So then there was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel. They were all in Yerawada jail for long spells of time. So the entire independence movement, and by the way, the British contemplated making India, and not Delhi, the capital of this country at one point. Of course, then they realized कि यार ये पुणेकरों को यहाँ पे अगर सारी पावर दे दी तो आगे जाके हमें बहुत ज़्यादा वो बहुत difficult जाएगा. So that's why they didn't do that. Before that, even before the 1857 rebellion, the first war of independence, उसके पहले in the early 1850s, Mahatma Phule and Kranti Jyoti Savitribai Phule did something that was supposed to be that was an innovation on the world scale, right? Educating the girl child and girls and people of all socio-economic classes was revolutionary in 1850. We don't realize, not just for Pune or Maharashtra or India, but for the world. So this is the Pune that also after independence, Pune has always been the center, whether it's cultural, whether it's political, whether it's the art,
Education.
great writers, education, then IT,
Defense.
and all of that. So, which is why Pune is one of the great cities of the world. So, what does Pune mean to me? It means everything to me, like every other Punekar, but plus, I owe a lot to this city because the amount of love that I've gotten doing radio for 24 years in this city is unbelievable. Some of the things that I have said on radio have never been said on Indian media at all. Forget radio or print or television, just across Indian media. And that is only because I have the best audience in the world. I can talk about difficult topics. I can talk about taboo subjects without fearing कि यार नौकरी जाएगी या लोग कल धरने करेंगे या negative backlash आएगा, because this is one of the most learned audiences in the entire world, Balna. So Pune means everything to me, man. Pune is my karma bhumi and my first love.
So when you said radio, I did not have to think about it or say anything. You've spoken of various topics and anything and everything possible. 23 years is a long time. But when did you realize that this is not just entertainment?
Very early on, actually. So you have to go back to my origin story.
Please.
Right. So my grandfather and grandmother, my father's parents, were both illiterate. Anguda chap.
Achha.
Right. My father and his siblings are the first generation who actually got education. His elder sisters did not get educated. His younger brothers and sisters did get education. So imagine first generation, my father, coming from a farmer's Shetkari Kutumba. My mother, while she had done her BA before her marriage, after marriage when she had us, me and my sister, she did her MA, her LLB, and then a PhD in women's literature. Right?
Very good.
So highly learned parents. My father has written some 7 books. He's a very famous senior IPS, now of course retired officer. He did some groundbreaking work across the state, in Bhiwandi especially, for Hindu-Muslim unity. So our family has always been of warriors. Of course, now in the modern era, we are warriors in terms of fighting for constitutional rights of people. That is what we have as a family have always been. So I have never gone from entertainment to serious stuff. We were always like that. Like, so growing up, I never saw my parents watching television.
Okay.
वो था ही नहीं घर पे कि माँ या पिताजी या दोनों बैठ के टीवी देख रहे हैं. They would always be sitting and reading something or writing something. And so we were always encouraged to do just that, to go outside of your own circle, your comfort zone, and look at society and see kya ho raha hai, why are we where we are, why are we better off than other people, why are we so privileged, हमने ऐसा क्या किया है कि हमें एक सोसाइटी में एक पोजीशन मिली है या एक्स अमाउंट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन मिली है. सो वी वर ऑलवेज एनकरेज्ड टू लुक एट दैट, एंड आई थिंक look, none of this can be taught later on in life. This is all your upbringing. I think the 90% of, whether it's my sense of humor, whether it's my ability to communicate, ये सारी चीजें, and my world view, obviously, मेरा जो social scripting हुआ है, वो parents के वजह से हुआ है. So that's where it all comes from. All of my activism, all of my passion, all of my, sometimes some people may think कि स्वतःला खूप शहाणा समजतो. All of that comes from there.
So people have their own opinion and judgment, which is okay. I mean, that is their judgment. So I strongly believe शहर जो है शहर वालों से बनता है, जैसा घर घर वालों से बनता है, वैसा शहर शहर वालों से बनता है.
Correct. And not just शहर. So when we say Bharat Mata ki jai, if you ask people, what is this Mata? What is this Bharat Mata? What is Bharat Mata? Right? And a lot of people will say ये धरती, ये यहाँ का की geography, हमारा इतिहास, या कोई conceptual thing. And Pandit Nehru gave a great definition for that. Bharat Mata is every person in India. That is Bharat Mata. So when you put the people together, वो मिलके जो होता है, that is Bharat Mata. So same way, the people of a city make the city. It's not anything else. I mean, primarily it is people.
Yes, yes. जैसा घर वालों से बनता है, वैसा शहर सिटी जो है उसके सिटीजन से बनता है. What are 3 cracks in Pune that citizens no longer see, but उनको देखना बहुत जरूरी है?
Okay, so a year and a half ago, I created a report about the city of Pune and all of its issues called MH12 चे 12 कशे वाजले.
Oh, nice.
MH12 जो हमारा, if you're watching outside of Pune, that's our RTO number. All of our car license plates start with MH12. और MH12 के 12 कैसे बज गए was the concept. So I took the 12 all of the important, बिजली सड़क पानी तो है ही, employment है, housing issue है, low income employment, there is ease of business, there is encroachment, there is traffic, of course, public transport. तो उसका पूरा research करके मैंने एक 150-150 pages का document बनाया, which has every possible problem, why it's happened, what should we do about it, what are the best models across the country and the world. तो इंदौर में कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है तो पुणे में हो सकता है क्या, वो भी उस रिपोर्ट में है.
Indore did fantastic things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
but also
we were at par. The things, I mean, the mentality they have, the thought process they have,
yeah,
very progressive.
Absolutely. So what can Pune do? So I have put all of that down, like in minute detail. It's on my website, available for free, sangramkhopade.com. But these are things that most people know. अब उसमें थोड़ा और granular data है, थोड़े insights है that people may not have heard. But I really think that this is not the disease. These are the symptoms. Water issues is a symptom. Traffic is a symptom. It's not the underlying disease. So अगर आपको suppose बुखार आया है, right? And if you keep taking Crocin या whatever, paracetamol की गोली, it'll treat the bukhar, the symptom for the time being. You haven't found out why this is happening, whether it is cancer or is it some sadharan sardi zukam, viral hai. So your treatment will depend on that, right? So I think fundamental relook we have to do at all of our cities' issues. This will now sound very conceptual. This might sound very academic or theoretical, but I think it's absolutely important. I did a TEDx talk a few years ago, which was titled "How Can Cities Across the World Reimagine Their Own Identities and Characters?" So what do I mean by that? You can go and see the entire video itself, but ekdam short mein, every city either has an identity or should aim to get an identity. Okay. Pune used to be Oxford of the East. It's no longer. Na ek IIT hai, na ek IIM hai, na AIMS hai, na we don't even have any kind of digital education में जो होता है, मतलब online कोई training का कुछ हो रहा है. We don't have a company like that, right? So how can you be the Oxford of the East? We are not the pensioners' paradise because pensioners cannot cross the road. I can't cross the road today.
No.
Right? So pensioners' paradise तो बिल्कुल नहीं है. So what is Pune? Unless you have an identity, you cannot have a vision to do something about the futures. For example, if I want to lose weight, I need to change my identity saying, I want to become an athletic person. I want to become a healthier person. And only then will I start doing all of the things that are required over the long term. Not just कि अब थोड़ा एक गया महीना भर डाइट कर लिया, थोड़ा सा वजन कम कर लिया नहीं. If you want to completely change your life, your lifestyle, you have to re-look at your own identity. So Pune doesn't have an identity today. IT also, Bangalore has gone way ahead of you.
Yes.
So you're not even the IT capital of. So what are you? I suggest that can we aspire to become the city of innovation, for example? Can we aspire to be the city of continuous learning, for example? Can we aspire to be the city of compassion, for example? This is something that it's a conversation that every Punekar has to have together and then decide कि हमें ये करना, हमें ये बनना है, मुझे ये बनना है. So that laying down of vision is extremely important. People think अरे नहीं ये ऐसा कहीं होता है क्या है, ये क्या है vision ये सारी बहुत soft बातें हुई. But without this, the city will not move forward. And unfortunately, we don't have the kind of leadership that is required to articulate this identity and the character of a city. So that is what is lacking the most, and that we don't think about. I've got, my pet peeve has always been that if you are, let's say you're running this YouTube channel or you're running your property business, right? Or you're working in this studio. Wouldn't you keep re-looking at your business every 6 months and say, यार ठीक चल रहा है कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? मैं ये किस लिए कर रहा हूँ? Fundamentally, right?
6 months is a very longer time.
A lot of people do quarterly. हम लोग private sector में monthly, quarterly meetings करते हैं. Does the Indian bureaucracy and the bureaucracy of Pune, whether it's the Pune Municipal Corporation or the state officials, do they ever do that? Have they ever sat down and figured out कि ये पगार किसके लिए हम लेते हैं? Fundamentally क्या काम है मेरा विजन क्या है, मेरा मिशन क्या है, मेरे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है, एंड व्हाट इज द वे टू मेजर वेदर आई हैव बीन डूइंग माय वर्क और नॉट. द थर्ड थिंग, आई वांट टू ओवरहॉल द ब्यूरोक्रेसी ऑफ दिस सिटी. आई थिंक इफ वी डू दैट देन बहुत बड़ा काम हो सकता है. उसके बिना कुछ नहीं होने वाला.
बिल्कुल,
ट्रस्ट मी, कुछ नहीं होगा. ब्यूरोक्रेसी अगर ठीक से काम नहीं कर रही है. एंड आई डोंट जस्ट मीन एफिशिएंट तो होना ही चाहिए, बट इफेक्टिव. गोल क्या है, जाना कहाँ है?
Lot of difference in being efficient and effective.
Absolutely.
I am with you.
Third thing is innovation. When I say can Pune be the city of innovation, we have everything. We have the HR, we have the intellect. पुणेकरों की ये खासियत है, if you're watching from outside of Maharashtra, कि हम किसी भी सवाल का सीधा जवाब नहीं देते. आम्हाला वाकड्याच शिरायची खूप सवय असते. And that is the definition of innovation. कि सीधे सवाल का सीधा जवाब मत दो. उसके एंगल्स ढूंढो, कुछ और करने की कोशिश करो. कैन एवरी सिटीजन एस्पायर टू बी इनोवेटिव, एंड स्पेशली द ब्यूरोक्रेसी, बिकॉज अनलेस देयर इज इनोवेशन देयर इज नो प्रोग्रेस. नन ऑफ द कंट्रीज दैट वेंट अहेड, स्पेशली आफ्टर द सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर, इकोनॉमिक ये जो ग्रोथ हुई है वो सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद ज्यादा हुई है. एवरी कंट्री हु प्रोग्रेस्ड फोकस्ड ऑन इनोवेशन. लेट्स डू थिंग्स डिफरेंटली. वी कल्चरली आर मोर ट्रेडिशनल माइंडेड. तो वो माइंडसेट हमें चेंज करना पड़ेगा. वी आर ऑल्सो वेरी, की अथॉरिटी कोई फिगर हो तो हम दब के रहते. वी आर जसं सरंजामशाही आपल्याकडे म्हणतात, वी आर अ वेरी कास्ट एंड क्लास ड्रिवन सोसाइटी. सो एवरीबडी नोज देयर प्लेस. कौन सवाल पूछ सकता है और किसको सवाल पूछ सकता है, ये हमारे कल्चरल डीएनए में होता है. तो उसको हमें निकालना पड़ेगा. सो फॉर इनोवेशन यू हैव टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस, यू हैव टू कम अप विद डिफरेंट, यू हैव टू बी रेडी टू लुक स्टूपिड. अगर मैं कोई आइडिया बोलता हूँ और वो मतलब नहीं, इट डजंट वर्क आउट, I should not feel कि next time मैं idea नहीं देना चाहिए. I should say कि no, the people of Pune are happy if you fail. They say you failed, meaning you found out that this is the wrong way to, but you had the guts to do it, to try something new, and that's how innovation happens. Then, of course, we need to do decentralization of powers. We need to involve citizens. I'll talk about this a little later in this interview as well. People need to be involved in politics. But on top of all of this, we need विजनरी लीडरशिप. विजनरी का मतलब क्या होता है कि जैसे वो सरकार फिल्म में डायलॉग है ना, बच्चन साहब का जो कैरेक्टर होता है सुभाष नागरे, कहता है कि पास का फायदा देखने से पहले दूर का नुकसान देखो, दूर के नुकसान के बारे में सोचो, एंड वाइस वर्सा. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट लीडरशिप, एंड बाय दैट यू मीन पॉलिटिकल लीडरशिप, ऑफ कोर्स, दे वरी अबाउट कि अभी अगर ये किया तो ये अगले इलेक्शन में इसका फायदा होगा या नहीं होगा. दे डोंट थिंक अबाउट द लॉन्ग टर्म. फॉर एग्जांपल द BRTS सिस्टम दैट कंप्लीटली फेल्ड इन पुणे, बस रैपिड transit. Whenever I talk about this, कि Pune needs at least 3,000 more buses. A lot of citizens also question me saying कि ये तेरे सर पे रखेंगे क्या? 3,000 buses पार्क कहाँ करेंगे? वो चलेंगे कहाँ? ऑलरेडी इतना ट्रैफिक है. We need leadership that says yes, if we get 3,000 new buses or whatever that X number is, there's a scientific formula to find that out, and that is also in my report on my website. You can see what cities like Hong Kong, Mumbai, London, what the bus density is. So transition period में ट्रबल होने वाला है. बसेस ज्यादा रोड पे आई है, अब तक प्राइवेट कार्स से लोग मूव नहीं हुए, तो वहां पे तो प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है. बट स्लोली स्टेडीली वंस पीपल रियलाइज कि कार्स नहीं लेके जाने हैं, बस सर्विस अब अच्छी हो गई है, रीजनेबल हो गई है, कन्वीनियंट हो गई है, कंफर्टेबल हो गई है, रिलायबल हो गई है, पीपल विल स्टार्ट यूजिंग buses as well. So, but we need somebody to put it down people's throats, saying कि अरे यार ये ट्राई, ये करते हैं, इसका लॉन्ग टर्म में बहुत बड़ा फायदा हमें होगा. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज लैकिंग. सो वी इन आवर डे टू डे लाइव्स गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड विद ट्रांसपोर्ट, विद द ट्रैफिक एंड ऑल ऑफ द इश्यूज, पाण्याचा प्रश्न असेल, पोल्यूशन, ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. बट वी हैव टू नो दैट इसका सिस्टमिक थिंकिंग करके हमें काम करना पड़ेगा, वरना कुछ होने नहीं वाला है. लाइक इट्स नथिंग इज, यू आर गोइंग टू बिल्ड वन मोर फ्लाईओवर. And we saw Sinhagad Road का flyover का क्या हुआ. It's going to get choked the next week. If not next week, then next month. एक साल में तो होना है. So that's the wrong way to look at all of our planning. Worldwide, while people keep saying कि पुणे का ये सिस्टम कैसे बदलेगा या ट्रैफिक कैसे इंप्रूव होगा, तो लोग बोलते हैं कि यार लोगों की मेंटालिटी चेंज करनी चाहिए, मानसिकता लोकांची बदलली पाहिजे. रॉन्ग साइड से आते हैं या सिग्नल तोड़ते हैं वगैरह वगैरह. So that is one part of it, and more penalizing people for breaking signals and all will make them behave better in the long term. थोड़ा और fines करना चाहिए, consistently करना चाहिए. But look, you cannot put the onus on Punekars to solve the system's problems, because it doesn't work that way. Nowhere in the world has traffic improved because citizens started behaving better. ऐसा नहीं होता है. System defines behavior. The system will define how you react on the roads. If there is going to be traffic jams, there is no public transport, people are going to get frustrated. and they're going to start breaking signals. It's basic.
See, I will tell you one good example from yesterday evening. I was driving from Racecourse towards Vanodi. भैरव बनाला का जो सिग्नल लगता है, Vanodi से आने वाला उसको राइट टर्न नहीं है.
Right.
He has to take a left, take a roundabout from that petrol pump, come and go on the Sholapur highway. Traffic police Havaldar was letting the traffic from लेफ्ट, जबकि लेफ्ट अलाउड नहीं है. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई एम स्टैंडिंग एट द सिग्नल, मुझे मालूम है कि इट्स ओके, चलता है, मैं जा सकता हूँ यहाँ से.
और वो बेचारा ट्रैफिक पुलिस भी क्या करेगा यार, एवरीथिंग इज बैक्ड अप फॉर सो लॉन्ग नाउ, ही इज आल्सो फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, मैं निकालूं नहीं करूं, क्या करूं.
नाउ द थिंग इज
पीछे वीआईपी मूवमेंट होगी, शायद किसी को निकालना होगा,
कुछ भी हो सकता है. बट एज अ सिटीजन मुझे क्या लगा, चलता है, आई कैन गो फ्रॉम हियर.
करेक्ट.
तो बिगाड़ा भी हमको सिस्टम नहीं है. तो व्हेन यू हैव सिस्टम, यू नीड टू फॉलो देम.
It has to be enforced, but then again, so there are two concepts in behavioral change on a large scale. If you want to change the behavior of a city, a district, or a state, or a society, or a country, there's something called nudge and one thing called sludge. In concepts के लिए a bunch of psychologists have gotten the Nobel Prize for economics, not for psychology, for economics. So whether it's Daniel Kahneman or Richard Thaler. Nudge concept बहुत interesting है कि how do you define and design systems that will nudge, as in push, gently push people towards good behavior. And sludge is how do you put things in the system that create friction so that people don't do the bad things. So incentivize and disincentivize जो concepts है, but nudge and sludge, इसका you have to think of all of these things on the city level, and I really don't think anybody is doing that for Pune. Everybody is talking about only इतना पैसा लाएंगे, इतना 13,000 crore रुपए की metro, instead of 3,000-4,000 crores on all of those 3,000-4,000 buses, we spent 13,000 crores on the very first. Look, I'm not against the metro. A lot of people think that I'm against the metro, but as Punekar, you have to ask yourself, your annual corporation budget is 9-10,000 crore rupees. You spent 13,000 crores on the first two phases. You're spending more money for rest of the phases. Where is that money coming from? It is also money that could possibly have gone to another city in Maharashtra. We could have bought more buses.
They raised funds from the metro corridor. I mean, I have said it multiple times in different videos that Pune property buyer is paying double taxes.
Correct.
एक तो metro corridor के ऊपर आपने metro premium ले लिया developer से.
Yes.
FSI, metro FSI के नाम पे. Every property which is being sold, be it new, old, resale, 20-year-old, has to pay metro cess.
Yeah.
Why? अच्छा, वो कॉरिडोर जहाँ पे मेट्रो है भी नहीं, उनको भी पूरा ब्लैंकेट दे दिया, लैंड को दे दिया, इसको दे दिया, उसको दे दिया. It is not fair.
Also, what happens to the extra FSI that you are giving out on those corridors and how that will affect?
It's a big issue.
That's going to be a big mess. So I'm saying, so Punekar should think about, is metro great? Of course it's great. I mean, it's if you spend so much money on latest technology, the people who use the metro will love it, of course. But there are larger implications that we need to think about and discuss as a city. But those never get. So mota, these are the things that Punekar should think about. कि long term planning हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, नई चीजें कुछ आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही, इनोवेशन हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, और जो सिस्टम है, जो ब्यूरोक्रेटिक सिस्टम है, उसमें कोई तब्दीली हुई है कि नहीं. Have things changed? Have things improved? AI, we're talking about artificial intelligence, doing all sorts of things, and I have started using AI, rather large language models, a lot. All of us are doing that. But where's the government system? Is it keeping up or not keeping up?
So the best part I have never thought of is identity of Pune. So we used to be known for being education hub.
Yeah.
We've changed identities from time to time. From Oxford of the East, we got MIDC, industrialization happened, we got 5-6 MIDCs.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But again, Gurugram went far ahead of us in terms of manufacturing as well. Yes. At one point, we were the automotive hub. Right? Whether it's third-party ancillaries and so on. But
yeah, that's what I mean. We have got 5 or 6 MIDCs around Pune, but only one is known for everything. I mean, from Bhosri to Chakan is the auto cluster, and everybody is talking about Bhosri to Chakan.
Yeah.
I don't know why other MIDCs were not flourished or not given that importance. उसके बाद IT आया. IT में भी same problem हो गया कि हिंजेवाड़ी. We should have had 3-4 Hinjawadi. Okay, my bad.
Hinjawadi.
Somebody commented that
it's not owned, it's owned.
तो कोई वीडियो में रील के अंदर मैंने पुणे बोला एंड पूना बोला, एंड somebody commented it is Pune, not Pune.
If you have to get very technical, it's Pune.
it's Pune. No,
No.
it's Pune. So we should have had those in different pockets.
Yes.
अब होता क्या है कि 8-10 लाख लोग एक ही डायरेक्शन में रोज सुबह जा रहे हैं और रात को आ रहे हैं. तो had that planned ये पॉकेट, ईस्टर्न पॉकेट, नॉर्थ ईस्ट, नॉर्थ वेस्ट के अंदर तो हिंदवरी है.
Yeah.
तो वो थिंग्स वुड हैव बीन डिफरेंट. इन सबके अंदर वी लॉस्ट आवर आइडेंटिटी.
Yeah.
व्हाट आर वी नोन फॉर टुडे? इट इज एन आईटी.
We are known today for traffic. Let me be very frank. If you ask a Punekar what is the number one thing on your mind today in Pune, it is traffic and nothing else. It's a tragedy.
So what can we do to overcome that?
So we need visionary leadership. We need to sit down and make that identity कि हमें कहाँ जाना है, हमें कौन बनना है, मैं क्या बनना चाहती हूँ, is something that every Punekar has to on the city level articulate. And then you have to ask these questions and make these demands in elections. Nobody is going to listen to you in non-election time. जब election होते तब आप पूछते नहीं हो, then your focus is something else. I mean, take the last 2 elections here.
So we are hoping that this November, December we would have the corporation elections.
Yes.
तो आज से पुणेकर ने क्या करना चाहिए?
There is a lot of what we call fake news and narrative building that happens on social media, on your WhatsApps and on your Facebook, Instagram, etc. You have to start anytime you get a message that makes you emotionally charged. You have to stop yourself and say इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ है. कि एक WhatsApp का जब आपको मैसेज आता है तो आप इतने उत्तेजित हो जाते हो, आइदर खुश हो जाते हो कि हाँ मुझे लगा ही था ऐसा ही है, या आप बहुत नाराज हो जाते हो. You get extremely upset and angry that man, what is this happening? There is something wrong. Somebody sitting there and creating these messages to make you emotional, to trigger you. And once you're triggered, you're not going to be talking about traffic. You're not going to be talking about public transport. You're not going to talk to your local politician about the water crisis, about pollution, about education, about health. Pune has been the capital of all of the recent pandemics. Yeah. Swine flu was also, Pune was an epicenter, if you remember. This is now 15, 16 saal, 17 saal pehle. Those are now
18 years, almost 18 years.
And of course, we saw what happened in the COVID-19 pandemic. The Pune numbers were always the highest. So this is something that you have to talk to your local politicians about. कि बस बाकी सब ठीक है अपनी जगह पे, चाहे वो रिलीजियस चीजें हो, चाहे वो कास्ट से रिलेटेड चीजें हो, सब ठीक है, फाइन. बट पुणे का क्या? Which is why last year my slogan for the last year and a half was पुण्याचं बोला.
Very good.
पुणे की बात करो भाई, बाकी सब बाद में हम लोग बात करेंगे. अभी मेरे को पुणे के बारे में बताओ. Every citizen has to come out and say, I am going to measure your performance to a politician based on what your vision for Pune is and what your track record for Pune is. That's the only way. Otherwise, nobody's going to listen to you.
So, can you give the audience 3 to 5 questions they should ask? Talk among themselves and even to their local politician or say the corporator.
Yeah.
I don't know what is they are called. I'm not remembering. उम्मीदवार. उम्मीदवार क्या पूछना चाहिए?
So candidates को.
क्या
So I'm saying you don't even wait for candidates because there'll first be 2 aspirants from each political party in your area.
At least.
2 तो लोग रहते ही हैं जिनको टिकट चाहिए, right? तो वो जब आते हैं तो उनसे आप पूछिए कि आपको क्या लगता है? What do you think are the problems that I face? Let them sit and tell you what they think your main problems are, and just see if वहां कोई मैच हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. Are they on the same page? Do they even know what you're going through? Once that happens, the next step is to correct them and tell them, भाई यार, either you are spot on, सही पकड़े हैं आप, or you can say, boss, you need to do your homework. These are my real problems, and then list out your daily problems and everything from Bijli, Sadak, Pani, your employment, your businesses. Safety and security is another big issue. So put all of that down and then tell them, अभी कुछ मत बोलो. Don't give me a standard answer जो आपने पिछले 20 साल से जो आप प्रैक्टिस करके आए हो, वो भाषण मत दीजिए. Come back with a plan. Tell me what your plan is. And do this now. Don't do this like the last week of elections. Like a lot of people will release their manifestos last week of elections. वो पढ़ेगा कौन? फिर उसके ऊपर मतलब decision कैसे build करेंगे? And while all of this is happening, keep away from all of the emotive issues. Anything that's triggering. Tell yourself strictly कि even if you believe कि वो जो WhatsApp आया है या ये जो नेता मुझे कह रहा है, even though you think अरे बाप रे ये क्या हो रहा है, मेरे either religion को, मेरे caste को, मेरे identity को, मेरी भाषा को, ये क्या हो रहा है, ठीक है, deal with that a little later. बट पुणे सिविक इश्यूज के बारे में क्या होना चाहिए? जस्ट लेट दैट बी योर फोकस. If that is your focus, the politicians will make that their focus. If the politicians make it their focus, if the politicians make that their focus, then the bureaucrats will, jhak maar ke, as we say, have to make that their focus. So, this circle has to be completed.
Very good. The thing you said कि do not be triggered by anything is बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी चीज़ है. आपको ट्रिगर नहीं होना है. मुझे समझ में आ गया कि मुझे ट्रिगर नहीं होना है, तो मुझे जाके मेरे एल्डरलीज को जो आशा, माई मदर विल बिलीव एनीथिंग दैट इज कमिंग ऑन हर व्हाट्सएप और जो उसके फीड में आता है, स्क्रॉल करने की आदत है, वीडियो में देखा है मैंने, मतलब शी विल गिव मी दैट वैलिडेशन. तो मैंने जाके, मेरा काम है, माय मदर, माय फादर,
ऑल सीनियर सिटीजंस,
उनको जाके समझाना है, हाँ ठीक है.
एंड यंगस्टर्स, फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर्स, both very vulnerable sections of our society are. Seriously, some senior citizens will believe anything that comes on. Everything that comes. It's very sad.
Very sad.
And even youngsters, forget that. We can understand कि यार उनको एक youngsters को वो maturity नहीं होती है, that's fine.
Life का exposure.
हम लोग भी कहाँ यार ज़्यादा शाने थे when we were in our early 20s and whatnot. We were also quite dumb. And senior citizens, because they're not exposed to technology, they didn't grow up with technology like us, understandable. But there are also middle-aged engineers, doctors, CAs. I have seen highly educated people fall for all sorts of propaganda and false news and fake narratives. And instead of talking about civic issues, we'll talk about bhalta, things that don't even exist, that are only put out there for people to push their agenda, their political agenda.
So last year you had asked for a ticket. What was the reason? What was your motto?
So it's not like I come from a political family.
Yes.
मेरे पूरे 7 पीढ़ियों में I don't think anybody even fought a housing society election. My father fought an election after he retired, but probably inspired by me because I was always very active.
Oh, that is a very good thing. I mean, very good feeling for a son to have.
Yeah. So my interest in politics, and that's why I asked for the Lok Sabha ticket last year, is not that I want to become an MLA or an MP or get some kind of power. Look, my father was a senior IPS officer. We लाल लैम्प की जो गाड़ी होती है, रेड लाइट गाड़ी जो होती है, वो वी हैड दैट ऑल आवर चाइल्डहुड. सो आई डोंट हैव एनी फैसिनेशन फॉर दैट. आई बिकेम फेमस एट अ वेरी अर्ली एज. एट 20 आई वाज द प्राइम टाइम रेडियो होस्ट इन पुणे. देयर वाज ओनली वन रेडियो स्टेशन, एक ही शो मेरा सुनना ही पड़ता था लोगों को. सो आई गॉट द टेस्ट ऑफ फेम आल्सो.
वी वर एक्साइटेड. We had something other than Vivid Bharati and ये वो. And
Absolutely.
you were not only giving out songs.
Yeah.
There were a lot of discussion happening.
Exactly. So I've seen fame also. I'm not very impressed by fame. I'm not at all impressed by money. Just like if you see like a very well-known person and all, you get very gadgad, no? I never get that. That way, I think my parents brought me up to be very confident. Some people say कि ये थोड़ा overconfident भी है. ठीक है, कोई problem नहीं है. So I'm not fascinated by that. So politics for me is not about that. Also, so I have a lot of friends in politics. And I'll tell you the names of these. लोगों को लगता है कि politics is bad, politicians are bad. और उनको लगता है कि मेरा जो politician है वो अच्छा है, एकमेव, बाकी सारे गंदे हैं. Right? But that's not the case. So my friends, for example, there is an MLA in Gujarat called Jignesh Mevani. Okay, very dear friend. What a solid guy. There is Shashikant Senthil, Member of Parliament from Tamil Nadu. What a solid. All these are young, as in 40s or so. Highly intellectual, no grassroots, understand common man's perspectives, very well read, have great vision for the country. There is a former Member of Parliament from Madhya Pradesh, Meenakshi Natarajan. What a fantastic politician. And these are the honest people who really want to do something for the country. ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं. मेरे कुछ फ्रेंड्स है, कोई जरा गुरु मित्र म्हणतो ना, they are senior to me but they're my friends. This Harshvardhan Sapkar, very inspiring people. This Sachin Rao, right? He left America, big job, worked in consultancies and whatnot. छोड़ के आ गया देश में, मेरे को देश के लिए कुछ करना है, और वो आज पॉलिटिक्स में लगा हुआ है. So there's great people like that. Now, if we had visionary leadership in Pune, I would have said, यार मेरे को नहीं करना है ये election. Why should I do that? I don't come from a moneyed background. I have a great job. I have one of the best jobs in the world, right? I work very little. I get paid way too much. ये Big FM वालों को मत बताना नहीं तो. And I have a great time doing my job, right? So why would I feel the need in 2024 to sacrifice all of that without a salary, without, pushtani jaidad or whatever? Because have you seen what has happened to my city? And then there is no leadership that I can say that boss ये है ना, तो यार इनको support करते ये बहुत अच्छा करेंगे शहर के लिए. ऐसा कोई दिख भी नहीं रहा है. At this point, that if not you, then who? And if not now, then when? And which is why I said I am throwing my hat in the ring and saying I want to do electoral politics. Of course, electoral politics is like a lottery. कि आपको शायद टिकट बड़े पार्टी का मिलेगा, शायद आप फिर चुन के आओगे, फिर फर्स्ट टाइम एमएलए या एमपी बनोगे, 5 साल तो आपको वो समझने में निकल जाएंगे यार, वो हाउ डू यू नेविगेट दोज स्पेसेस, एंड उसके बाद यू विल बी एबल टू डू समथिंग और द अदर. बट आई सेड 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when the next generation asks me, my sister's children, my wife's sister's child, when they say कि काका मामा तू बूढ़े होता थे जब ये सब हो रहा था, तो आप कहाँ थे, क्या कर रहे थे?
What were you doing?
What were you doing?
What is your contribution?
I should be able to say about I attempted to do my very best and say what you will. If you want to make real change, politics is the way to go. You have to do that.
Did you ever face backlash? ये यार ये तो वही किया है, इससे भी पॉलिटिशियन में आ गया, पॉलिटिशियन बनने की बात कर रहा है, पॉलिटिक्स में आने की बात कर रहा है.
Yeah, of course, because देखो मेरे फैमिली में मेरे फ्रेंड सर्कल में लोग बोल रहे थे कि ये पागल हो गया है क्या, इतना पैसा और इतना अच्छा जॉब, इतना फेम, इतना प्यार लोगों का छोड़ के, why do you want to get into this? Like what? Why? You will not be paid, right? You'll have to fund yourself for a very long time. If you get elected, then you get a salary. Till then, you don't have a salary or anything. और ये चोरी मारी तो नहीं कर पाएगा, करप्शन करेगा नहीं, क्योंकि इसकी फितरत ऐसी है. His background, his father is who he is. So ये तो फिर मतलब ये why would you do this?
The reason I asked you when you were saying कि I wanted this, and if my next generation asked me कि what were you doing, so I had that. There's a movie called Me Shivaji Rao Bhosle, Marathi. उसके अंदर when he starts getting into politics, people have a backlash.
Yes.
And he says कि बाबा साहेबांनी मला घटनेत ते हे दिलाय, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में राइट दिया है मेरे को, हक्क दिलाय टू गो फॉर इलेक्शन. आप लोग क्यों ये कर रहे हो?
Yeah.
अगर आप मुझे नहीं करते हो, आप किसको ये कर रहे हो?
But I'll tell you, backlash came in terms of people who worried for me.
Okay.
So ऐसा नहीं था कि यार तेरे को नहीं जमेगा, तू मत करिए, तू क्या है, not that way. They were like, boss, why would you put yourself through all of that?
All of that.
That's the backlash I got. And of course, the people who were not of my ideology, who are not progressive and liberal and secular like me, वो backlash था. But the ratio was insane. 99.9% I got love and positive reactions. I mean, just as an example, one of my videos where I was talking about all of this, there were some 8,000 reactions, out of which 80 were negative, out of 8,000.
Okay.
The rest were all positive. They were like, man, this is great.
So, like you said, 99%. I mean, it is matching the ratio.
Yeah.
In your opinion, citizens, policymakers, yeah, builders, who is responsible for the city's future, Pune's future?
Well, like we said, everybody. The citizens, of course, have to be at the center of all of it. Now, I'm not an expert on real estate or construction or the whole builder ecosystem. I know as much as most people in the media do. But I think the system, as in the bureaucracy and the elected officials, they have to always be kept on their toes by the people. And unless we do that, what has happened is we have become depoliticized. Ek to politics has become a bad word, right? Understandably. But we have become depoliticized in the sense, the middle class, we think that yaar politics mein nahi padna hai. And the lower middle class has no other choice because they have to go to their local politicians to get their basic infrastructure, their basic needs met. So we, the middle class and the upper middle class, will look at politicians and the government as service providers. मैं अगर ब्रॉडबैंड के लिए महीने के महीने मैं अगर पैसा देता हूं, तो अगर ब्रॉडबैंड एक दिन बंद पड़ जाता है, आई हैव द राइट टू कॉल एंड कंप्लेन एंड येल एट द सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, राइट? सो वी ऑल्सो लुक एट इट दैट वे. वी कीप सेइंग कि हम लोग टैक्स पेयर है, टैक्स पेयर का कोई सुनता नहीं है, टैक्स पेयर के लिए आपने क्या किया. That's a misconception because everybody in the country is a taxpayer.
Yeah, I may be a direct taxpayer, but
you're a direct. But now indirect taxes are going ahead of direct tax. That's already happened. So you're the poorest of the poor in this country. In the country where Mahatma Gandhi did satyagraha for salt, salt is taxed today. There is a GST on salt as well, right? So the poorest person also pays through GST and various other things. I did a rough back of the envelope calculation के पुणेकर कितना पैसा देते हैं हर साल, right? तो पिछले 10 सालों में मेरा कैलकुलेशन ऐसे बताता है कि कंजर्वेटिव फिगर है 4 लाख करोड़ रुपीस हमने लोकल, स्टेट, सेंट्रल टैक्सेस, लेवीज, पेनल्टीज में सरकार को दिए हैं. 4 lakh crore rupees
In 10 years.
in 10 years. What are we getting in return for that? Some of my friends who are economists and all say the actual figure might be 10 lakh crore rupees. Definitely every year now that number is going up. So maybe this year we'll be at 1 lakh crore per year. So in the next 10 years we'll give another 10 lakh crore rupees. उसके बदले में हमें क्या मिल रहा है? What are we getting? So we need to ask these questions. The citizens have to do that. You cannot shy away from politics. You have to get down on the streets, on the roads. जो पुणे में हो रहा है. For example, for the Vetar Tekadi, to save the Vetar Tekadi, the hills, from construction and road work, a lot of citizens from middle class and upper middle class came out on the roads, and we've done 2 or 3 different, even for the rivers, to save the rivers against the RFD. So citizens do come out on the streets, right? That has changed. So that's a great sign. But we have to remember that, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, एक पुरानी ये है कि workers of the world should unite.
Workers of the world should unite.
Should unite. This is a left slogan.
Okay.
कम्युनिस्ट सोशलिस्ट जो स्लोगन होता है ना कि वर्कर्स सिर्फ ये इस मोहल्ले के नहीं, इस शहर के नहीं, इस देश के नहीं, दुनिया के सारे वर्कर्स ने एक साथ आना चाहिए. The same way I say that all of the oppressed people should unite. So when I, living in the center of Pune, worry about कि मेरे एरंडवने में या प्रभात रोड पे क्या हो रहा है, या ये होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए, and when I come out to protest for that, I should also come out to protest when something is happening in Katras, when something is happening along the river banks to the settlements, to vastis, to slums, right? I cannot just say कि मेरी मांगे पूरी करो. It is always हमारी मांगे, and I have to stand up for that person, and that person should stand up for me. So you have to fight for other people's rights also, for your rights to be taken seriously.
बाबा साहब ने जो बोला था, unite.
Yeah.
संगठित हुआ. I forgot the sequence. शिका. संगठित हुआ.
संघर्ष करा. So for that, Punekars have to come down and get their hands a little bit, not a lot, I'm saying, little bit dirty. We are still in Maharashtra. So the public discourse is more often than not very civil. People are very safe even if you're protesting. So don't be afraid of, and just never be afraid of the police or the administration.
So I was talking to Siddharth. He was saying the same thing. We've made the police and administration too big in our head.
Yeah.
हमने उनको बहुत बड़ा बना दिया है. He said कि I don't understand जनता दरबार concept. I mean, मोहल्ला committee concept is far better. I don't have an understanding about जनता दरबार.
By the way, my father is the originator of the whole mohalla committee concept.
Oh, nice.
In 1989, he was the DCP of Bhiwandi.
Okay.
जहाँ पे बहुत riots होती थी, हिंदू मुस्लिम फसाद होती थी. 84 was one of the biggest riots, and they would always have riots. And my father, as the police chief of that town, he started mohalla committees and got people of all religions, castes together. And then in 92, when there were riots across the country, Bhiwandi was completely shant. Like not one stone was thrown.
Can I ask his name?
Yeah. Suresh Khopade, retired IPS. So the whole mohalla committee concept is very close to my heart as well. That we need to keep doing that. Now, the only thing is Siddharth, our mutual friend, like all of us, like some of us, comes from an upper middle class, very privileged background. तो हमें जो रिस्पॉन्स पुलिस स्टेशन या कॉर्पोरेशन या वार्ड ऑफिस से मिलता है, वो बस्ती में रहने वाले आदमी से बहुत अलग होता है. तो ये मतलब इतना भी, इट्स मोर नुआंस देन सेइंग दैट पुलिस से डरो मत या इससे डरो मत. बट देयर इज स्ट्रेंथ इन नंबर्स. So when Siddharth and I will go and protest for some rights of Vasti residents,
our numbers will be different.
Then they will get and vice versa.
Few quick questions for you, Sangram. Apartment or bungalow?
Always apartment. Bungalow is too romantic. उसकी देखभाल करने में बहुत टाइम जाता है, बहुत खर्चा होता है.
The best thing I ever heard. Bungalow is too romantic. Radio or politics?
अच्छा, ये you're taking this from Karan Johar और ये inspiration?
नहीं, अखिलेश ने सजेस्ट किया है.
अच्छा. because I don't like rapid fires at all. But go ahead.
Radio or politics?
Why not both?
You give me a reason.
Hmm?
Why not both? ठीक है. शिवाजी नगर और बानेर.
Shivaji Nagar.
What is the difference?
One is more closer to the heart of the city. So there is I do a lot of works in the Vastis of Pune. There is one place called Patil Estate.
हाँ.
It's a slum,
हाँ.
right? I do a lot of work with the youngsters there. So that's why it's closer to my heart. Baner is more developed, it's more modern, it's more cosmopolitan and all that. So, but I don't have that kind of a connect there because
The sense of belonging.
belonging, yeah.
Who's the real builder of Pune? PMC, Janta या जुगाड़?
I hate the word jugad because I think it has classist and casteist connotations. मतलब अगर कोई white collar वर्कर कोई चीज अलग से करता है तो वो इनोवेटर होता है, पर अगर ब्लू कॉलर वही अगर कोई इनोवेशन करता है तो उसको इनोवेटर नहीं बोलते, उसको जुगाड़ू बोलते हैं.
Which is not the right.
Which is not the right way to go. So, but having said that, I know understand what you mean by jugaad. So, a lot of our life is being run on jugaad more than anything else. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.